My wife of 10 years thought she could cheat on me and scam me out of everything I owned. But she had no idea her entire plan was about to fall apart. My name is Marcus, and for most of my marriage, I thought I was one of the lucky ones. Me and my wife Tiffany met in our 20s. We struggled together, built together, and eventually created a pretty good life. I started a construction company and spent years working 16-hour days trying to give us a future. Eventually, we bought a house, bought new cars, started building savings. Life felt perfect. At least that's what I thought. Looking back, the warning signs were everywhere. Tiffany suddenly became protective of her phone, started taking more girls' trips, started picking fights over things that never mattered before. Then she began asking strange questions. How much money was in my business account? What would happen if I die? Did I have life insurance? At the time I thought she was just planning for the future. I couldn't have been more wrong. One afternoon I got a call from my bank. The woman on the phone sounded nervous. She asked if I had authorized a transfer of $75,000. I laughed and told her no. Then she told me someone had submitted paperwork with my signature trying to move the money. My stomach dropped. I drove straight to the bank. The signature looked almost identical to mine. Whoever forged it had clearly studied my handwriting. The bank immediately opened a fraud investigation. For weeks I couldn't stop thinking about it. Something felt wrong. Then one night everything changed. I was using Tiffany's laptop when a notification appeared. Normally I would have ignored it, but a man's name caught my attention. The conversation was still open. What I read made my blood run cold. Not only was Tiffany cheating on me, she was planning to leave me. But that wasn't the worst part. The two of them were discussing how much money she could take from me. My business, my savings, my house, everything. Then I saw one message that made me physically sick. Once the money clears, we can finally leave. The money. The same money somebody had just tried to steal from my account. At that moment I realized the person trying to destroy my life wasn't a stranger. It was my wife. And what I found next was even worse.